Genesis is a story about brothers. It starts with Cain and Abel, and there's something striking. The word brother appears 7 times in just 11 verses. 7 is God's number. Is the author of Genesis telling us something? Should we be paying attention? But we know how that story ends. Cain murders Abel. Now next up we have Noah's sons. But after drunkenness and shame, Ham is exiled. It's one step short of murder. Then Isaac and Ishmael, they're estranged. They reunite at Abraham's funeral, but they don't speak. Then we have Jacob and Esau. It's a rocky relationship, no doubt, but in the end, they embrace. They choose to live side by side. So we're getting better, from murder to exile to an embrace. Then finally, we have Joseph and his brothers. Again, the word brother appears everywhere in the text, 21 times in total, 3 times 7. It's just like the Cain and Abel story. Is the author of Genesis getting our attention again? The brothers betray Joseph. He's sold into slavery. But how does the story of Joseph and his brothers end? With forgiveness. This is the first act of forgiveness in the Bible. And that changes everything. The act of forgiveness unites the sons of Israel and they form a nation. Forgiveness is the message of Genesis and Joseph, and forgiveness is the message of Jesus. Jesus says, love your enemies, do good to those who hate you, bless those who curse you, pray for those who abuse you. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. This is radical forgiveness. It's one thing to say that your sins are forgiven by God. It is a whole other thing to be forgiving the sins of others yourself. Forgiveness is the oil of all relationships. Without it, brothers can't live in peace, and neither can we. Psalm 133 says, how wonderful it is when brothers get along. So let's follow Jesus. Let's practice radical forgiveness.